Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Kim Lyday. I am a holistic healing coach, and I am here today to talk to you about how to awaken your soul and embody your divine health and abundance, even right now in the middle of a pandemic. So, a little bit about me, if you don't know me, my name again is Kim Lyday. I am a holistic healing coach, master's level board certified music therapist. I'm a life coach and integrative nutrition health coach. I'm an NLP practitioner. I'm a second degree black belt. I am a wife. I'm a mother of an adorable 3-year-old. And I'm just a woman on a mission to really teach people that they have the power to heal themselves no matter what circumstances going on around them, whether they are in an abusive relationship, whether they're in a job that's sucking out their soul, whether they are in financial ruin, whether their health is failing them, or whether we're in the middle of a pandemic. We have the divine ability to heal ourselves and heal our lives through holistic healing practices. So, some of the things that I believe in very strongly are community and acceptance. I believe that we are all divine souls that are created from a unified source of all creation. That's the main thing right there, is that we were all created from the same exact sustenance, the same essence of God. So you are created from God. I was created from God. We're all the same exact thing. So it doesn't matter what skin color you are, or what your beliefs are, or your gender or your orientation. None of that matters. All that matters is that we are literally created all from the same exact thing, and we are actually one. And I believe that it is our duty to come together as a community to support each other, and that we are stronger together. We were not meant to go through this life in scarcity and feeling alone and lost. We were meant to go through this life with people and with support and with help. And that's what I'm here to do, is to help support and guide women like yourself, and to teach women how to be supports and guides for others around them as well, without feeling drained and overwhelmed and like they have nothing left to give. So self-care is in there too. I didn't write that down on the slide, but self-care is a biggie for me. Um, and really learning how to live from a place of empowerment. So my core values are acceptance, empowerment, and faith. Those three are the biggies. All the other ones are there too, but I think those three are at the top because, like I said, my belief is that we are all one. So I have this feeling of acceptance and divine love towards everyone. Empowerment is huge for me because I did not grow up in an empowered environment. Let's just say that. I grew up in a very abusive household, um, very sheltered childhood. Wasn't allowed to like have friends or talk to anybody. Um, Very unhealthy way to start out my life. And I did not break free from all of that until high school, when we moved away from my abusive father. So that kind of started the whole journey of empowerment. And I've been through experience after experience after experience ever since then, of really learning how to stand in my power and own my truth and my wisdom. And so now it's my passion to share that with everyone around me. And faith is like the glue that holds everything together. I don't believe we can move forward without faith. because that's kind of where we get our divine intuition and guidance from, is our faith. And I also believe in raising your vibrational frequency, which I'll talk about a little later in this presentation. But the highest frequencies that you can exist at in here on earth, in this plane of existence, is abundance and gratitude and divine love. So those are in there. And when you're living from that place, you definitely have a lot more fun and a lot more freedom. So those are in there too. And integrity, I think, goes along with empowerment and really learning how to be the kind of person that has integrity and makes commitments and like goes all in. All of that is really important to me. So that's a little bit about me. The biggest question I think here is, what is holistic healing? You know, I don't know necessarily, if you're watching this presentation, I don't know if you are familiar with alternative healing methods, or if your go-to is just to go to the family doctor, which is what most of us do. Holistic healing, like, what is that? So in essence, holistic healing is when you have a holistic view on your health and well-being. So I've kind of defined it here as embodying your health and wellness from a holistic and a multidimensional frame of reference. And I'll talk a little bit about the multidimensional piece. Some people will get a little weirded out when they hear that, because they think that it's talking about like your head in the clouds and energy healing and a bunch of woo stuff. And if that's not your cup of tea, then you might be a little turned off by this presentation, and it's totally fine. I'm going to explain a little bit so that you kind of understand where I'm coming from if you're not familiar with this multidimensional way of thinking. So we as humans, we are three-dimensional, and we live in this three-dimensional reality where everything kind of feels very like black and white and structured and restricted, and like we don't have a lot of freedom and ability to do things. We get stuck here a lot. Feeling stuck is actually probably the number one complaint that my clients come to me with, is that they just feel stuck. And they don't know why. Sometimes they do. Most of the time they don't. And we need to kind of go in and figure out what's going on. And we get them some clarity around that. But that is the number one thing I think that most of my clients come to me for, is this feeling of being stuck. Well, here in our three-dimensional world, it's very easy to get stuck because we've forgotten how to get in touch with our souls. And I'm going to talk about that as we go forward through this presentation. But just know that our bodies are three-dimensional. Your soul is multidimensional. And we want to look at every aspect of your health and well-being, not just your physical body and what you're experiencing here in the physical realm. We want to look at every aspect of who you are as a being, because all of it is connected when we talk about your health and wellness. So healing, holistic healing, is your ability to heal yourself from physical ailments, emotional pain, spiritual doubt and confusion. We hit all the different categories there, so that you can get to a place where you're honoring your body, you're experiencing physical energy and vitality, you're not getting sick as often, you have all that physical just feeling alive from the physical standpoint. And emotionally, mentally, you're able to control your mind and emotions with ease and grace, which again is huge, 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 huge. I have a brief story about that one, but it ties into the next one as well. Receiving and listening to divine intuition, which is always around us. Always around us. You're always constantly being given divine messages or downloads. A lot of people call them downloads these days. You're always receiving this divine support and assistance, but we've forgotten how to tune into it. So I like to get you plugged back in so that you know how to listen. There's another woman who is doing a presentation, and she talks about it as hearing those whispers, like feeling those nudges. You know, maybe you might get a feeling in your gut about something. That's your intuition speaking. I'm sure if you're listening to me right now, I am sure that you have experienced your intuition at some point in your life. And then there's times that maybe not so much. So we're going to teach you how to really get in tune all the time, so that each and every day you can live from a place of divine guidance and knowing that you are always being guided. You'll always have that trust. So controlling your mind and emotions, I did tell you I had a brief story about that. And choosing to live in abundance every day, knowing that you are completely well and whole. When you get to that place, that has to do with your belief system. And if you don't believe and invest in the process of your healing, it will not work for you. I'm going to say that again. If you do not believe and you do not invest in yourself to go all in and commit to your healing, it will not work for you. You could go to the best healer in the world. You could go to Jesus himself. And even Jesus said that if you don't believe, that it's not going to work. He said, if you believe that when you come and you touch my robe, you will be healed, then you will be healed. That's what he said. See, your belief and your mindset are so powerful. It's where everything starts. Everything starts because you have to be able to open your mind to hear all those messages. All starts with your mindset. And a shift in your frequency. This is where it starts to get a little bit woo, but let me just say that physics tells us that everything is energy. Everything is energy. The chair you're sitting in is energy. All the furniture around you is energy. You and your human body and your soul, you are energy. You're created of light and energy waves. And when we are vibrating at different frequencies, we have different experiences physically and emotionally in our body. So if we're vibrating at the lower frequencies, we're more likely to experience things like lack and scarcity and feeling like a victim, like things are happening to us and we're not in control of our lives. And also the emotions of anger and depression and fear and worry and doubt and anxiety, all of those things are of a lower vibrational frequency. And sickness and disease love those frequencies. They are attracted to those frequencies. And people who are vibrating at those frequencies are more likely to get sick, experience mental and emotional illness, experience stress, and they see the glass as half empty rather than half full. They're more likely to experience hardship in their lives. And when we raise your energetic frequency to a higher state, you are more likely to experience feelings of peace and happiness and bliss and joy and positivity. And the highest is love and gratitude and abundance. And you will tend to look at things like the glass is half full. You'll be more of like an optimist. Now, I'm not saying that being an optimist or pessimist is good or bad. It's just a frequency. It's just a result of how you are operating vibrationally, multidimensionally. This is your spiritual, your energy coming through. And what we have found in all of the healers that I've worked with a lot of different people. I have worked with Reiki masters and biofield tuning practitioners and psychotherapists and art therapists and music therapists like myself, and energy healers and mindset and peak performance coaches like Tony Robbins. Um, all of these people, the one thing that we have found that helps everybody heal faster and quicker, or even not get sick at all, is to raise their vibrational frequency. That is the number one thing. That's like the common denominator that all of us have discovered is the higher your vibration is, the less likely you are to experience disease in the body, to experience hardship, to experience negative relationships, or relationships that are harmful or hurtful to you, um, and just more opportunities. You are going to be more likely to experience abundance and prosperity in your life. I know it sounds really, really crazy. Like I said, this is the part that sounds like woo, but seriously, this is 100% true. This happens. Every healer out there that I have spoken to and worked with, and my colleagues, and even Tony Robbins and people like that will tell you the same thing. You got to manage your energy, and you have to be vibrating at a higher frequency. So that's the number one thing that we like to work on. So how the heck do we do all of that? That was a big list. So what I like to do with people is focus on multidimensional integration. As I mentioned, I have worked with a wide variety of healers and coaches and therapists and doctors and all these kinds of people. And there is no one single technique that is the end all be all. Raising the vibration is the closest that we found to if you wanted to choose one that could be an end all be all. But it, like, what you need is an integrated approach. And what you need to be doing is focusing on all the different aspects of your health and well-being, because it's all connected. So like if you look at the colorful circle chart, the graph on the screen here, and feel free to take screenshots, by the way, totally fine with that. We look at all these different aspects of you and your life, and we figure out how can we make them better. So what is your goal? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to eat healthier? Are you trying to reduce stress in your life? Are you trying to learn how to get grounded and meditate more often? Like whatever it is for you that you feel like you need. And if you don't know, we'll help you figure that out. You know, that's the first step, is to get clarity on what you need to begin with. We take a look at that, and we help you heal. We help you learn how to heal yourself. Because here's the thing, my clients learn how to live from a place of empowerment, because you are your best healer. Even like there is no healer on this planet that can heal you better than you can. And this goes back to the story about mindset. That's the reason. Because if you don't have the mindset to be willing to go through the healing process and to go all in and to invest in yourself and say, yes, I'm going to do this, you could be working with the best person in the world and it won't matter. It won't work for you if you're not invested in the process. So we get you invested in yourself and learn how to take charge of yourself so you live in your place of power. And you go forth knowing that you're going to take control of your health and your life because you have that ability. I promise you have that ability. We will teach you how to do it. First is mindset, where you have to make the decision that you are not going to tolerate living a mediocre life anymore. It, like, if that's how you're feeling, if you're feeling like blah all the time, You have to make the decision that it's no longer acceptable for you. And when you make that decision that you're ready to take your life to the next level, then you will heal any aspect of your life. I promise you that. Absolutely promise you that. And we do this by focusing on the essence of becoming. So a lot of people will go to the doctor and they'll say, hey, I'm sick, just tell me what to do. Like, give me a checklist, right? Like, or if you want to lose weight, for example, you know, okay, tell me what to eat, tell me how many times to work out, tell me whatever, you know, tell me how to meditate more often and sleep well and drink more water, and just tell me what to do so I can figure this out. Well, they can tell you what to do, but if you haven't become the person that's going to take the action necessary to do all those things, because here's the truth, you know what to do. Deep down, you know what healthy foods are. You know what's good for you and what's not good for you. You know if you should be moving more with your body and exercising more or not. You know whether or not you should be drinking water. Like, you don't need anyone to tell you what you need to do. What you need is you need to become the person who's willing to do those things. That's what you need. That's what coaches are for. Because anyone can Google, like, what's the best diet to lose weight, right? You can get that from Google. You don't need that from me. I am trained in over 100 dietary theories because that was part of my health coaching training, but you don't need that from me. What you need from me as a coach is holding you accountable and helping you to become the person who's going to be willing to take the action to make those changes. And I'm going to show you my own personal body transformation picture at the end of this because I want to be transparent. I am not just sitting here talking, you know, like, oh, I've learned all these things, you know, isn't it great? I've been there. I've lost 40 pounds, and I went through the sugar cravings and had dreams about eating like handfuls of chocolate and chips. Like, it was really bad. And then I made it through and I was great, you know, then I did it. But like, I've been there. I know how hard it is to face those cravings like head on, like for weight loss, for example. And I know how hard it is to bounce back when you feel like you're stupid and you have nothing to offer, but you have this desire in you that you want to like go out there and make a difference in the world. And like, everyone around you is like, yeah, right, that's not going to work. But then like, you know that this is what you want, and the courage that it takes to move forward and make your life happen the way you want it to happen when everyone else around you is telling you it's a no-go. Like, I've been there, I've done that, I know what it's like. So that's what coaches are for. We teach you how to become the person that you need to become to move forward. And along with that is your divine intuition. I think I already mentioned that I teach you how to get plugged in to your intuition so that you always know what your next step is. First, there's the mindset, so you can be open to it, and then you get plugged in so that you can receive those messages and there is no doubt anymore, like ever again. You know what your next step is, and you have that trust in the divine source of the universe that you will be guided no matter what happens. And I love that sense of peace and trust. That comes. It takes a little bit of practice, but that does come. And when you get there, it's like you can feel like heaven opening up for you. And that is exactly what some of my clients have experienced and talked about. I know Carol talked about that, that she really felt like she could trust again. And I think she actually is in the process of launching a new business right now, which is really exciting. So I just grabbed like a handful of some of the testimonials from clients that I've worked with and colleagues, and just to share so that you don't have to necessarily sit there and hear it from me talking about myself. You can sit there, you can read it on the screen, take a screenshot if you want to remember, have this to refer to. But yeah, people typically will experience a deep sense of clarity with me. They'll figure out what their next step is. I help them get accountable and really step into their place of power so they can move forward and know like what is that they're going for. It's so powerful. And like I promised, there's my picture at the bottom because I wanted to be transparent and show you that like I know how to do it. I know how to lose the weight. I know how to get out of my own way, and I can teach you how to do that too. So your next step is to decide how you want me to support you. I have a bunch of free offers available for you, and I have some paid offers available for you. And you're welcome to call me and talk about it and see what would work for you depending on your situation. I am literally just here to serve. So if you're watching this presentation today, you get gifted a free holistic healing session. Totally free. Like I said, there's no sales. My purpose for this is to serve and support you. So whatever it is you feel like you need, if you just need some clarity so you know what your next step is, we will talk about clarity. If you need some grounding because you're feeling like really wishy-washy and like what's going on, we'll get you grounded. I'll teach you a meditation. If you want some music therapy, I'll do a music therapy session for you. If you want some energy healing, I will do an activation for you. And I will record them too. I do recordings because I usually find people like to have them to refer to. So whatever it is you need, just book a session with me, totally free, and I will get you whatever support you need, whether it's with me or not, because that's what I'm here for. I do have another free resource for you. I'm doing a masterclass this Tuesday on the equinox called Awakened Intuition. So here you go. Here's your first step to get plugged in. This is going to teach you how to tune in to the divine source of the universe, to receive those messages. We're going to go through a series of exercises and practices that you can take with you and learn how to do on your own so that you never feel lost. You always know that you have that guidance and it's there leading you and supporting you always, 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 always. And then jumping ahead just a little bit, because this is time sensitive as well. You'll notice the pink is all time sensitive things. This week I'm doing, or launching rather, an Unleashed Empowerment for Life group coaching program. And this, like I said, this is the mindset. This is to get you to become the person that you are meant to become. And all you need to join us is a $300 deposit, and then we'll go from there. So that's all you need, and you're in. And then I will do a one-on-one welcome session with you to go over all the details and to get you onboarded so that you know exactly what to expect. You will see a registration page on my site. So you can feel free to take a look at that so you see like what's all included and everything. But if you're feeling even remotely called to that, jump in because we are starting this coming week. Okay. And then there's more freebies for you. If you go to my website at holistichealingcoaching.com, I do have a free harmonic healing activation. It's a recording, so you can download it right at the top of the page and keep it with you. Listen to it whenever you feel like it. Morning time, bedtime, doesn't matter. It's for you to help you get in touch with your heart, opens your heart chakra to help get you activated and connected to divine source. I also do speaking engagements and I speak on podcasts and summits and things like that. So feel free to reach out to me. You can use the holistic healing session. Just book an appointment there and we can talk about, like, if you are someone who's looking for speakers, you can reach out to me in that way and we can communicate and talk about it. Most of them are complimentary because I really want all women everywhere to understand how powerful they are. And this is a really important message to get out to the world. So if you're even thinking like, I want to book her, but I'm not sure, like, don't hesitate, just do it, because that's spirit giving you that little nudge, and it's our job to listen and act on it. Okay. And last but not least, of course, I'm on Facebook just like everyone else. You can find me facebook.com/the Kim Lyday is my business page for holistic healing coaching. All right, I hope you have gotten some value from this. Join me for the free masterclass coming up on Tuesday if you want to go a little bit deeper and book your session, because it's totally free. You got nothing to lose, and you can get some healing from it. So enjoy, and I will see you on our call together. All right, bye for now.